Hi. So I thought I could share a bit of my routine or the things that I usually do. I think probably almost, if not 10 or 9 years ago, something like that, I started to have my own routine because I had a time where I was very active as a child and then I sort of stopped being the more I went into adolescence, and then it was not good for me. And so I sort of did this reset, and I really just stayed at home at that time, which I was very fortunate to be able to do that. And I started to develop a routine, and I started doing yoga and positions, which there's so many things my body already recognized from having gymnastics as a child and just being active in general, and be bits and pieces here and there. And so I did a yoga teacher training in India last year in 2024, and my routine has since changed. I started off by watching videos online and on YouTube, and then I sort of at some point wanted to do my own thing. I memorized by watching something, so I would visually I had seen it so many times that I could just do whatever the heck I wanted. And from now, having done the yoga teacher training, I know a bit more how to work with my body and how to establish a sequence. But generally, I actually do a sequence that it's already sort of pre-established, which is called Surya Namaskar, which I thought I could share a bit of. Basically what I do in the morning is this. I meditate for a bit, and then, which I could go into that as well, or breathing methods or techniques and practices. But basically in the yoga part would be, I start off just the most basic thing would be I don't have something. Okay. May or may not have my hair tied, but that's quite just irrelevant. You could do it either way. And then I lay down. Okay, maybe I should put this to the side. Basically, I do like this, and I do cat and dog. I breathe in when I go up, and I breathe out when I go down. And I just do as many times as I feel like I want to. Just make whatever noise you want with your nose, because it's actually good if you start focusing on your breath. You get into a rhythm with your own body. And then after that, I just usually I'm like this, and I go into a downward facing dog, like that. You can see. And then I probably do like this, and I stay for a bit because I really like to keep my body as the most flexible as I can in this way. My grandma, who's 87, still can do this, even though her body's not straight or her back, because of just life happened. She can do this easily, both hands on the ground. And so when I saw that she could do that, I was like, I mean, if I can't and my grandma can, that's just ridiculous. So I do this, and then I breathe in, slowly bring my back up, and then basically it's not very straight. Basically, I come up. I usually stretch my arms, breathing in, breathing down. And then before I start my Surya Namaskar, there's a book that I have quite a few books if anyone would want me to recommend. There's one book that I got in India, and when I went through the Surya Namaskar, which we did practice in the course, I didn't we didn't learn this part, but it's in the book, and I really like mantras. So usually what I do to start off would be like this. I breathe in, and then I go Om Ram, Om Ram, Om Ram, Om Ram, Om Ram, Om Ra. So basically, it's a sound for almost every position of the Surya Namaskar. But because it exerts a lot to say it during, I say it before and then I just do it mentally. So I would start off, I do that, and then I go up, inhale, and down. Exhale, and then I would, as I exhale, I would go inside my head, I would go Om Ram. And then I inhale again, put my left leg back, and I would go Om Ram, Om Ram, Om Ram, Om Ram, Om Ram. So first I always do the same leg on the same side, the one that it's on the back, and then I come up, and then I inhale up. Exhale, comes back to the initial position. Basically, that's the sequence on one side, and then I would do the same thing on the next side. Whenever I go up, I usually go like this. And so now I would do this right leg back, inhale, exhale. Not breathing, going down, inhale, exhale. Left leg to the front, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. So that would be one round. And I usually do minimum 3 rounds I feel good with, and then when I'm really feeling it, I'll go up to 4. And if I'm in a day that I really want to do proper, like lots of yoga sequences, I would go on to the other ones, which I can share later, but this would be like the basic, like I need to get ready for the day, but I feel like I need to do something before the day starts off. And then, so basically, after that one, I would go and I usually stand in front of the mirror and I just would go like, I do some neck stretches, which you can probably do like even before you start anything, but that's just the way that I usually do it. Like that, you can go like that, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling, and then to the other side. And then I go into this position. I usually do it to the side because I don't like this being not leveled, but I'll do it for the sake of it like this. Basically open up my legs because I like to work my inner thighs to get them to be strong. And I usually go into this position like this. And I hold for about 20 seconds. Whenever I'm in this position, I make sure to tuck in my pelvis bone, to have my abs tight and my back straight, shoulders straight, and I just hold on for 20 seconds. And I count them in my head. And then I go up again and I do this 3 to 4 times, because I feel that's like the minimum. Obviously you can do it more times, but I do it 4 times, 3 to 4 times usually. And after that, this is like my quick workout in the morning. And then after that, I just lay down, maybe like this. Okay, I usually lay down on my back with my knees folded, and I do abdominals. Inhale when I go up. Exhale when I go down. And I usually do like 24 of them, and then that's in a quick morning, and then I feel like, okay, I'm good. I do one more that I'll show, another exercise, but abdominals I usually do 24, the bare minimum, and then if I have lots of time I'll do 44, and if I'm feeling it, or later in the day I still feel like I need to do more of them, I'll do another 44, another 44, and then I'm good with that. So the other exercise that I also do every morning, I recently started doing this one. I like it. I feel like it's good for the arms and the posture and everything like that. I saw it and I found that it's so simple. Like anyone can do that. Just put like each leg in alignment with my hip, and I make sure my feet are well spread out, so I have good balance in my body. Straight up, tuck my tailbone in, and my back is straight. My shoulders are relaxed, and I go. Inhale, I lift my heels up, and I lift my arms up, and exhale, I lower everything down, and I just do this. And then sometimes you do that, and you go down again, and I do this around 22 times. I breathe into my belly as much as I can, and when I breathe out, I contract these muscles as much as I can. Because that has been a goal of mine for the past few years, to like really make this area stronger, and so that I feel like I have muscles, and that I just feel my body's tucked in the right place. Because that's how I usually used to feel when I was a child, and then adolescence not as much, and then now I feel like I'm getting back to feeling really good how my body is, and I enjoy doing these things. So basically, this would be my morning routine. Like, it doesn't take, when I do it like back to back to back, it takes around 10 to 15 minutes, and I feel like I'm good the rest of the day. I usually also do a walk, or try to walk as much as I can throughout the day, because I love doing that. Even just running errands here and there, and while I'm working. This would be like the basis of what I do. Like I'm catching my breath because I don't usually talk while I'm doing all of these things. I'm really just tuned into myself, but I thought this would be an interesting thing to share, since I also did a course for it and everything. There's so much more. There's lots of sequences. When I'm on my period, the first 3 days, I don't do this sequence. I do a lot more stretches and relax my body, open up the hips a lot more, and not really strain this part at all. The first 3 days, even if I feel like super good and I have no pain, I'll really take it easy the first 3 days, because I just feel like your body's already doing so much that it asks of you to just be gentle and nourishing to it. So yeah, that's a whole different topic that I can probably go into actually. And this is my routine. Goodbye.